let's go then. Time to go.
I hear him on the radio and I just go. I follow Marilyn Manson, but I obey Rush Limbaugh.
How evil.
My
Truly.
friends call me the Republican vampire.
You can bring that back.
Yeah, I was thinking about that fucking guy. Like, I thought that was really funny when I first saw it, but like now it's like, I think it's funny for like different reasons. Like, it feels like I kind of have encountered this sort of guy, this putrid motherfucking asshole who thinks being into two opposing things like that makes him interesting. It's like, this is the kind of asshole that you've been hanging out with at the shitty party. This is just what your 20s is like, and they fucking nailed that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, like when I was 15, I didn't really get it. I related to Kevin.
Right. Well, how come? I mean, why is being a vampire antithetical to being a Republican?
I feel like that's not the scene that really cares about like well, I was gonna say dressing well, but no.
No, they well, it's not that they do dress well, but they do care about it.
Yeah. But like they don't look put together, you know.
No. They're always like,
a Republican is put together. A vampire is falling apart. It's like you're the Addams family in like the like Edward Scissorhands neighborhood.
Right. No, you're right. You're right. The Addams family is not. They are not Republicans.
No.
But they are rich.
They're ahead of the curve, right?
Yes, they are. But you know, they're creepy and they're kooky. They're also mysterious and spooky. I don't know. I feel like that describes a lot of Republicans.
Yeah. Do they have it together?
The Addams family?
Republicans.
Well, they control almost the entire government, so I think so. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oh my god. We started the show and Heidi is already unhappy. Off to a altogether ooky start tonight. What's new? What's new? We don't know. We haven't left the room for an entire week. What game? This is Star Tropics.
Yeah, this is a game. It's like a little bit like Zelda, but hard and not popular. This is a game that we got from a bargain bin at KB Toys.
I feel like it's pretty beloved though.
It is, but I don't know if you could like really get people to play it now.
'Cause hard.
It's pretty unforgiving. I mean, I guess I have save states,
Right.
which make it easier.
Okay, Andrew Rizzo mentions the Game Awards happened this week. Did you watch any of the Game Awards?
Yeah, I watched a clip of Stadler and Waldorf at the Game Awards.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like making fun of the Game Awards guy.
Oh yeah, the guy. I don't know anything about that guy. He just seems like the ultimate kiss up. Like a guy who will just like laugh really pathetically hard at something one of his guests says.
Okay.
Is that true?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I watched the Game Awards in 2006, and
okay.
you know what I cared about was completely different from what they were showcasing.
Right, of course.
The biggest deal for me was Mother 3 because it was a canceled game that was like brought back and it was really highly anticipated for 3 years. because, or you know, 3 plus the you know, for years it was Earthbound 64, then it got canceled, and then in 2003, you know, from like 2000, from like 98 to 2000. Or 2001, they were talking about Earthbound 64. Then they canceled it. Then in 2003, it was like, we're also making Mother 3 for the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, they were teasing this shit to you for your entire boyhood, and then you're fucking old by the time it comes out.
I'm at the end of high school. It's my final year of high school, 2006.
You're not a boy anymore.
I'm not a boy anymore. I'm playing this game in Japanese because Nintendo of America did not localize it. I don't know exactly what they're saying. I just have a guide that tells you what the gist of it is. And it was the biggest deal ever for me. You know, a few years before that, the biggest deal ever for a boy was Halo 2.
Right.
But like, this was, I thought, a big deal. And
so they teased it out at the awards?
No. There was just no mention of it. And like, I guess I shouldn't have been shocked about that. But to me, it was a big deal that this game actually came out.
It was the only thing that you cared about, and it wasn't mentioned at all.
I have always felt that, I think that was the first Game Awards. I've always felt like they were never on the same level as me at the Game Awards. I don't feel like what I care about is ever represented at the Game Awards.
No, definitely not. I mean, once in a while they get thrown a nomination, but like, if the game wins, it's almost guaranteed I don't want to play it. Like, I'm not very interested. So the one thing that I like, the one clip that I watched that I liked was like, you know, my game of the year, Balatro by a mile, was nominated for best game, and as such, a full orchestra played that song. The song that my husband listens to for like an hour before I go to before I drop the Steam Deck on my face and fall asleep. Like 50 violins making that song at once. Oh my god, it was so awesome. I loved that.
And they didn't win.
No, it didn't win.
But that's the real trophy, is having someone who knows how to use an instrument play your song.
Play your song. Amazing. What an honor that would be. I want to be nominated just so I can hear an orchestra play my music.
It's like we were just like drinking coffee and eating bagels in like this atrium at MagFest when suddenly we hear, oh,
yeah, yes. That
it's
was
just like
so
a
great.
choir started singing the Halo theme.
Yeah, that's why we're going back to MagFest this year. That was pretty magical.
Yeah.
It's stuff that I can't like go back to the real world and explain what was so special about it at all. You guys understand. But like, yeah, we're sitting in the food court. I'm eating the you know, second day's worth of the only rice pudding I can eat in that whole food court. And the choir comes out, and I think we were joking that like they're gonna sing Halo, and like sure enough, they just start in with that shit. It was amazing, and everyone's just like milling about, and then everyone just like stops dead to listen to that choir. It was very special.
Yeah, and was it just a choir, or was there also? I think there was an orchestra too, because that song also has an orchestra.
I can't remember if there were instruments. All I remember is the voices and just laughing myself silly over that.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, who cares about the Game Awards? It's like, I mean, we've been talking about this for a while, and it's certainly not like a fresh take, but the game industry is like, you know, which is what the Game Awards are designed to. Yeah. Well, the thing is, they're not even doing that, because apparently last year there was like no mention of like the mass layoffs at all, and this year he just gave like a bare minimum nod to.
You wanna know what's going on?
Yeah.
No. I do love like
Rayman's world, nature and people live together in peace. The great Pro Tools
this is like the ultimate era of like VGA art for me.
Yeah.
I love the look of this.
Sorry, folks. This apparently can't last.
And of course, like CD-ROM 2D animation.
The evil Mr. Dark
And I've never played this game.
Me neither.
but to isn't it? And untidy, too. In this now unbalanced world, strange phenomena begin to occur.
Yeah, this is like Pajama Sam,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Just like, yeah, it's my favorite type of animation in a video game.
They definitely need a hero to save them now. Don't you think? Rayman to the rescue.
So like clearly like Ubisoft has had some money for a long time.
I don't know too much about their history. What were they doing before this?
I don't know. Where'd they make their bones?
I don't know. I guess Rayman was their hit, but Rayman 2.
I mean, this already looks expensive though.
Yeah.
Unless
But
they
yeah,
put-
1995.
Yeah, another like fairly early PlayStation game. Yeah, I love all this like the soundboard and these little like Super Nintendo-y looking graphics. Oh, I thought we would hear that one more time. Wait. Oh, that little record scratch. Very adorable. So yeah, but yeah, anyway, I was saying that like the thing that the Game Awards is honoring, you know, supposedly honoring, without any mention of the layoffs, is the industry of video games. And the industry of video games has like extremely little to do with what we are personally interested in, which is the content of the game itself.
Well, yeah, like the personal connection the game has to us is not what it's about. It's about the sheer mass of people who represent the game's success, like the people who bought it, the just like millions of people who bought Call of Duty. You know, I never played any Call of Duty games, but like I feel like that's what they care about.
Wait, did I already bring them? No, I didn't bring them up, buddy. They're not in that bag?
No, it's just that.
You want me to help you bring them up? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like I don't know, like and you know, I felt like I was always like falling into the likes Nintendo camp, because like, you know, PlayStation was releasing like Killzone, Murder House, and Nintendo was releasing like Barney shits his diaper. It's like you'd be on the bus with other kids playing a Nintendo DS and they call you gay. How do I kill these guys? It's like, you know, I would just like gravitate more towards Nintendo because, you know, PlayStation was going for like, wow, look at the graphics. Look at how it looks exactly the same on the PSP.
I like Barney shits his diaper.
Well, yeah, it's a good game. That's where they get you. Nintendo's good at making games, but like if you're like 16 and you're still playing like Mario games, you feel kind of weird. Like how like, you know, delightful they are.
Right.
I mean, this is also kind of like delightful.
Yeah, this is way cuter than I thought it was going to be. I thought this was like more of a like, you know, like had an edge like, you know, Spyro the Dragon or you know, Gex or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't think Rayman was so adorable. I didn't think he lived in such a mushroomy little forest.
Yeah, he's a little strumpy.
Yeah, no, this looks like French or Danish or something.
Yeah, Ubisoft is from France.
Oh, okay, well that makes sense.
Yeah, they also did the Assassin's Creed games. They did the Prince of Persia PlayStation 2 games.
Oh.
They've done lots of shit. I'm not like a huge Ubisoft fan. But like, you know, from what I've seen of the Rayman games, they always have like cool animations.
Yeah, no, all the students from Gobelin went to Ubisoft with their beautiful animation
Okay,
that no
now
one
I
will
can
ever pay for.
punch.
Cool.
I was granted the gift of punch.
Oh yeah, and because you have no arms, you can just punch for as far as you want.
Well,
Feel
how do I
like-
get out of here?
I feel like in the 90s, we were really into characters with like floating hands. Like you would see a character like this on like a box of like magician tricks, right? Like there would be like a guy like, woo, but like his gloves would be there, but there'd be no arms.
Yeah, I never really thought about it. Why is it? Why is this design so common? And why is Rayman kind of the default one? I feel like you always say it's Rayman, right? When you see that somewhere else, you're like, oh yeah, it looks just like Rayman.
Yeah, where there's no arms. It's just like hands.
Yeah.
Floating in the air. Yeah, why is it them? I mean, I think, you know, the whole idea is it's like kind of a, you know, cartoons distilled sort of thing where like every cartoon character has gloves and big shoes, and that's hasn't applied for such a long time that you could like boil it down even more and like take off the rest of the limbs and it could just be that.
Yeah.
I mean, it just looks like some little character that somebody's been drawing since they were 5 years old.
Yeah,
if I had to guess.
It looks like it's like a character that, especially when he was posing just now, it's like a character that you draw next to your signature. It's just like a few lines and the hands aren't even like connected to arms.
Exactly. Like, yeah, he's like some little character that you've been drawing for such a long time that nobody else can really even tell what it is anymore.
It's like a character that like makes people mad to look at, but for some reason it's like inviting. You like being mad.
I mean, when he looks at you and he's like, yeah, like he looks cool.
Well, yeah, he looks like a cool thing. Like he's like a bunch of like 90s cool tropes. Like he's just like a nose with a few hairs.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a guy on a shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, the French know how to make a guy like that hot.
Yeah, well, we were talking about that like mannequin thing that like those two brothers who were attracted to the same mannequin thing.
Right.
It's like, you know, there's like the lack of Rayman's legs. It's like someone's attracted to that, like invisible legs.
Well, like this is the guy that's supposed to be into that, right? like everyone he meets would be like that, like him. He'd be like, whoa, and like his eyes would pop out and then his eyes would exist outside of his head too.
Well, yeah, like he looks like his eyes could separate from his nose.
I did not even expect this to be a 2D game.
Oh, yeah, I also didn't expect this. I knew that, but only because I have a friend who likes this game, and I wouldn't have known that otherwise.
I'm pretty sure this game was originally intended for the Nintendo PlayStation, right? The Super NES CD.
That's what I've heard from you, which is where I get all of my information.
Yeah, so I think it was one of those sort of bridge games where it looks like Super Nintendo, but it can do a whole lot more. You can get a whole lot more frames of animation and like different planes of the environment.
All
and
right.
Oh man.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun.
It's
I mean,
very cute.
not the game, the art.
Yeah, the environments are beautiful. Yeah, everything about it is beautiful. It doesn't look very fun to play.
It's kind of clunky. Can I run? I don't think I could dash. It's
No.
it's like, you know, like I keep falling into pits. It's kind of annoying.
It's like 1995 and you can't dash in a platformer. That's a
Well,
problem.
they might be like waiting for me to finish this level to give it to me as a reward.
Right. But that's a big ask.
I don't think so. I think I've seen people speedrun this game. It's just this.
Yeah, it's speedrunning and he's just like casually walking around.
Well, you know, if I just walk without like speeding up or slowing down, then I'll beat the level faster than if I try to dash and, you know, I just dash to my death. That's what I did before, which, you know, I actually beat a boss before the stream started. And like, that's
Yeah,
how
sure,
I beat
yeah.
him. I was just like, let me just beat him really slowly and patiently. And it ended up being faster than dying over and over.
Yeah. Seems to be how it goes.
That seems to be how games are made now, with all your like Elden Ring and stuff. Oh yeah, I want to play a game called do you want to play some Nightmare Kart?
Oh yeah. We've got Nightmare Kart
We've got a
ready to
game
go.
called Nightmare Kart. That's like,
That'll just be in Steam.
yeah, you navigate to it if you got it right there.
Do you have a here? I'll grab one of those.
Yeah, so Chris, my friend, who also told me about Rayman, was the one who told me about Nightmare Kart, and it's like they had to change the names, but originally it was called like Bloodborne Kart,
Gotcha.
and although kart racers are based off of Bloodborne bosses, so. And the game is like a PlayStation 1 style graphics. It's amazing.
All right.
And we could do it. We could do a little split screen.
Oh, I hope so. It seems that it's installing shit on my computer right now. How long is it going to do this? How long is...
Not long. Just a few minutes. Just a little while, man.
Oh, this is going to be a long night. Sorry, everyone. Oh, what am I sorry for? I'm giving you free entertainment. For the super discounted price of On the House. Did it change? It's still saying the same thing. What do we think? Do we think this is actually installing a script on my computer? The tourney is still turning.
The tourney.
Bring it on. Race?
Yeah.
Yeah. that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Easy, right? Let's
Yeah,
make it very
easy is
easy.
fine.
Okay.
Wait, what am I? Yeah, they even got like the oh my god, look at that like warping. It's so accurate.
So this is like the actual environments of the game.
I don't know. I've never played Bloodborne. I've just watched someone play a little.
This is so funny.
I can't believe it.
Oh shit.
Oh man, this is so funny. Oh my god. I guess this is like really nothing new to people who play mods, like just just playing like cart versions of like fake cart versions of games they like.
Yeah.
I'm sure this is pretty common stuff, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I've seen an extremely accurate recreation of Mario Kart in a game called Party Animals. It's like a beat up your friends game, but there's also a mode that's literally Mario Kart, and it's like 90% the same. It's impressive how much they copied it.
I love that.
This is so funny though. This is a little bit more of a parody. This is transformative.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ow.
Yeah, where they're just using like this fucking like plaza music.
I love this funky, scary music.
And the voices are very funny. Oh my god.
Well, this is a free game.
Yes.
So that's cool. That like not only did they like they didn't use Bloodborne's name or anything, they also didn't charge anything for it.
Yeah, right. It's all in the spirit of good fun. Like something like this could never even compete for the Game Awards. I think like not to harp on the Game Awards too much, but like the breadth of influences people draw from and types of games that they make can never be represented by that particular show. But like in in general, you're gonna have a hard time representing it. There are just so many games. But I feel like the Game Awards doesn't even try to be representative of like what is actually being made in a given year. It's
I have a gun.
I want a gun. I'm just bouncing around. Oh, I see you. How do you use items?
Yeah, like wouldn't you put this in the Game Awards like
Well,
in some way?
I mean, I would definitely showcase some weird and wonderful games, just some strange shit that people came up with literally for the attention of other people on a forum. You know,
Yeah.
like they just do it for the glory of being a poster.
Yeah, well, like I respect this so much because it's like this was a game not to win an award. It was just made to be funny.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, what do we want here? Do we want to do a whole sewer circuit? Forbidden Forest?
Does it still say players? Yeah.
Very easy.
No one can stop me now. Hunter!
Hunter.
Hunter!
But yeah, like Bloodborne is similar to Dark Souls and Elden Ring, except it takes place in like a Victorian era.
Right. I gotcha. Oh my god, look at these racers. They're so great. Yeah, I mean, I just I know that like, it's not like any major award show can really cover all the great shit that gets made in a year.
No, the games industry is too big. There's too many.
There's just too much. Yeah, I mean that's like like if an independent movie you know, gets
Diddy
released.
Kong Racing.
It is very much like Diddy Kong Racing. Oh my god. You know, if a movie scrapes together and gets released, there's at least like some semblance of a chance that it will be acknowledged by the film industry when it comes to the awards. I feel like you can release a video game and like, you know, potentially like even like 1 million people can play it and still nobody will know about it in that corner of the world. Like in the corner of the world where they pick out games to like feature as, you know, part of the nominees list. Like, did they nominate Pal World for anything?
Right. This game that's maybe not even legal,
Yeah.
but was like all the rage.
All the rage. 1 million people played it, right?
Well, yeah, although I feel like I've seen lots of games like that over the years, right? Like
Yeah.
there've been fake Pokemon MMOs in banner ads for decades.
Yeah, of course, but you don't give awards to those.
Well, you don't get those trending and becoming like a meme or whatever.
No. Well, I mean, you know, it's like every list of honors is so distorted. I mean, you know, I'm always very interested in the you know, the graphic novels that are you know, a big success, and if it's for kids, the New York Times won't tell you that it's successful. Like New York Times will not report a kid's graphic novel that is topping the bestseller lists. And,
Really?
and yeah, because around the time that Raina Telgemeier's books started topping the list for months at a time, they were like, well, this isn't fair, and they just stopped featuring graphic novels for kids in their bestseller lists. So now, like, oh wait, how do you back up? Shit.
B.
I'm stuck. Oh, I did something cool. I don't know how. Oh my god, this fucking song. Yeah, so they don't want the kiddie shit hogging up the list. So, you know, they'll put on, if there's, you know, if there's like a Taylor Swift coloring book, that's for adults, so that goes on. But like Dogman, you know, every book comes out and is the top selling book in the world. You would never know. You would never know unless you've got a kid. And then you really know. So it's, you know, it's not like this doesn't happen in every industry where like the things that are actually hitting with people, you're lucky if you hear about that.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, who does it behoove to tell you about those things? Oh my god, I'm stuck.
It's just the ad space, the awards. It's like the Oscars. It's become the same crap. Like they give an award so that your mom will buy it on DVD.
Yes. Oh my god. How do you back up?
It's the B button.
Really? Oh. Oh my god, I got really stuck there. Fucking saxophone.
It's awesome. I love it.
This is just like the delicacy with which they craft this for our enjoyment.
Yeah, this was free.
This was free.
I mean, there's been lots of free games that I've loved, like 2048 and Snood and Maple Story and Minesweeper.
These people, you should give these people the Nobel Prize. the comfort and joy people get from these games. Pull somebody out of depression with these games.
Well, yeah, my friend is very depressed, so I think he should play this.
Yeah, you should send it to him.
Well, no, he sent
free.
it to me.
Oh, wow.
I haven't asked if he's still depressed, but I'm sure he is.
Well, all right. The game can't fix it all, right?
Well, I don't know. I feel like he's a huge fan of these kinds of games, and like he goes through bouts of terrible depression, and he shows me the game, and it's like walking around in just like this beautiful miserable fungus forest, and it's just like this dying miserable place that's sort of beautiful, but it's like I feel like you have to be in that mood to enjoy those games to the fullest, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they, you know, they fill in the little crevices in your mind, right? Oh my God, this guy. Do you want to try battle?
Yeah.
Where do we want to do this? How about Pocket Dream Hill? Bloodbath? Capture the insight. Hoard the insight plaque. The hunt. Let's do Bloodbath. All set?
Yeah.
Why do I have to do this every time? No wonder this game is free.
Well, yeah, I did notice that the settings don't save, and it's like, was that a was that an intentional choice?
Maybe. They figure you're just gonna fuck around so much. Oh my God, that announcer voice. How?
But yeah, this is so fun that it's split screen.
What are we supposed to do? Oh my God.
Kill.
Kill? How?
I don't know.
How do you kill?
Kill each other, I guess.
Shoot?
Or wait, what are those monsters? Do we kill the monsters?
I think we kill the monsters.
Do we have guns?
I don't know.
Are there weapons hanging around?
Lever action shotgun. Oh, there we go.
I got a weapon.
Yeah. Me too. Oh my God. All right. All of the music for this game is absolutely tremendous. Like, who fucking did this?
Somebody made this like in Hebrew school.
Yeah.
It's like I'm like thinking about like being in Hebrew school and playing Mario Kart. And like in the computer labs there were kids playing RPG Maker games.
Yes. Yeah, just like trying to craft a world so that you don't have to play fucking Jerusalem Stones again.
Yes.
Yeah, no, we were always hacking those computers.
Yeah, you're always mouse practicing. The bumper. Ow. Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, Pokey.
Hey, Pokey. What's up? Hey, Pocus.
She's smoky.
Heidi. Heidi, do you want to be up here? That might be a little hard, but I can make it happen. Come here.
Well, you know, maybe I should take it back. This is a sort of Republican vampire who made this game. He or she or whoever it was who's responsible for this delightful game proved that they were great fans of two disparate things.
Yes.
Things that are very different aesthetically. But like, it didn't bother me. It wasn't like I was getting wasted while talking to the most frustrating person at a party.
No. These games delight you every second that you're playing them. They don't bore you. They don't act like they're like dropping some edgy shit on you. They just like, this is just pure pleasure.
Oh yeah, there's even more of this game. There's a campaign.
Yeah. Can we do well, we can't do that with just us, right?
I don't know.
Let's do another race.
Okay.
Let's do the Great Clock Tower. The chat wants us to play Chex Quest.
Oh, Chex Quest.
Yeah, we gotta get that on. We gotta get that loaded up. What is it on? Is it a Nintendo game?
It's on a cereal box.
Yeah, it's on a cereal box, but like, what's it run on?
It's like a CD.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
it runs on CD-ROM.
Yeah,
We
I'll
can
hunt
probably
it down.
find it on archive.org.
Cool. Sweet, wonderful archive.org.
Oh yeah, there was a game I got from archive.org I wanted to play.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you're gonna have a clock tower level in a miserable game about vampires and skeletons.
I got a Gatling gun.
Chris was saying, Chris was saying that he was showing his son Castlevania, like for the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah, no.
getting exposed to all the cool and scary things that
Oh,
are
man.
like too low resolution to really be scary.
Yes, exactly. Like the detail is so low, but it's still so awesome. It's like absolutely perfect for kids Oscar's age right now. Just
Yeah.
like, oh my god, this guy running with me. Do you see this shit? No. It is the perfect age because it's just like it's like gross and awesome, but like doesn't go into detail. Oh no, I keep
Yeah.
getting stuck.
Yeah, like the actual Dark Souls games are really freaky and would probably make him vomit. But like you could play this in front of him.
Yeah, absolutely. No, he would love this. Oh my god, this is so hard. I'm going the wrong way. Oh my god, I can't make heads or tails of this place. No one gets out alive, is that what he said?
I feel like the vision was so clear to the person who made this.
Oh yeah, to like race up these stairs. Amazing.
like I can imagine just like coming up with this and laughing.
Oh yeah, no. And then seeing it through. And then
Yeah.
seeing it through. That takes a special kind of little freak. That is a freakus extraordinaire. I truly do believe that the freaks are our only salvation.
Yeah.
In this world of forgotten games, of neglected and disrespected and forgotten games.
Well, by freaks you mean the people who are obsessed with something.
Yes.
That like it's like a game that it's like you look at like a stone and you can see a statue within it.
Yes.
It's like they see the statue within it.
Absolutely. And they will keep at it until they're done, which most people will not do. People give up. People give up after like, oh man, all right. When do most people give up? Most people give up after they tell somebody they know what their idea is. Right?
You
That's
mean
like-
they spoil it by telling too much of their idea and feeling like they've already seen it to completion without doing it.
They don't even care about seeing
Oh,
it to completion.
man, that was
they
so
just
close.
they just bore you with their idea, and then they don't feel like making it anymore.
I have an idea.
Yeah, those people, those are the majority of people, right? I would say that's about 80% of people,
Well,
right?
I mean, at what point should you give up if you're doing something wrong?
I mean, most people should give up immediately
Yeah.
because they didn't let me finish. Man, it was so worth letting it install a script on my computer. Oh my god, the Dream Watchers noticed my presence. Continue.
What did I tell you, man? It's a good game.
They don't seem concerned.
Oh, we have to sign a contract.
All right, I'll do this. I'll use my real name.
Or your son's name. Use your firstborn's name.
I can't. It wouldn't be right.
Yeah. He should play this game himself first.
Flotsam jetsam, now I got her, boys.
You won't cost much. Just your voice.
Motorcycle.
Oh, yeah, Meredith gave a beautiful performance of that song, and I have a video of it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, I'll let you have it.
Yeah, we did.
I'll let her have it.
Yeah, we did karaoke at a Christmas party this week, and it was delightful. A lot of people there who had never done karaoke before and just got in there and struggled, and
Yeah.
I appreciate that, I must say.
Yeah, like when people sing really badly, I'm like, okay, I can sing. You know, like what am I gonna sing badly? People don't care if you sing badly. It's fine. Oh, are you playing?
Yeah. Oh, whoops. I don't know why it's just me all of a sudden.
Did you do campaign?
Maybe I did. We don't have to do this.
Do you want to move on?
Yeah, we can move on.
Yeah,
this is incredible.
Let's do some Daisy's Crazy Adventure.
Sure. Is that on? Wait, I don't have that loaded on anything. Where is it?
Oh, it's in Dropbox. Do you have Dropbox?
Yeah, sure. All right, guys. Thank you so much. This is wonderful. And I'm so glad I have this in my library now. Like, this is great to break out when you got friends over.
Yeah, well, how many players can you have?
I mean, I think as many controllers as you can plug in.
But how many times can you split the
Split the screen? Good question.
Probably 4.
4. All right. Sorry. We are going into my computer. Oh, okay. Yeah. All of my private conversations. All of my everything. Heidi, I do not know. Okay. So it's in Dropbox. Work. Thingus, it's work. And where is it? Games?
It's just in the Thingus folder.
What's it called? Daisy's Crazy Adventure.
Yeah.
SMC?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I got to put this in the directory. This runs on RetroArch?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, no. I got to open up everything. Find my downloads folder.
Oh, man.
All right. There we go. All right. Now back to Steam.
Do you think you're better than me?
Wrong button. I was trying to play. Meredith exposes it all. Every single file.
Yeah, it's my computer. I don't care. Hey, cool. It's our girl Daisy.
Yeah, it's Daisy. Somebody made a Daisy game.
I love this.
Yeah, it's adorable already. It's just a hack of Mario World.
Oh, well, it's cute.
Do you want to play it?
Yeah, I'll play. I'll be Daisy.
Yeah, go crazy. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Luigi's been kidnapped by the cops.
Oh, my God. Her boyfriend, Luigi. Well, not really her boyfriend. He's just
People are mad because Luigi is right.
Little latency.
Those cactuses are not cactuses. They're just in the background.
Oh, I see. Oh, there's a bit of latency here. Kind of
Really?
tricky, yeah. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, they did a Daisy hack and they gave it the Mario Land soundtrack.
Yes. Warm welcome. This is already hard.
Yeah, like I think this is like a standard difficulty. So
Yeah.
it's, you know, hard probably.
What was the Thingus lore for Daisy? Well, where do we start? No, we're holding on to that. We're holding on to that for a rainy day. Yeah, this is tricky to control. Surprisingly hard. I think my dog is going to whine at me the entire time I'm playing.
You know, there's no agreed upon Daisy lore. It's all gonna be up to your own interpretation.
Yeah, we've got our Daisy thing. You've got yours.
Some people think she's light-skinned. Some people think she's dark-skinned.
One of the many things there's lore about.
There's her skin color. There's how hot her ass is.
Right. What I'm interested
How many
in
polygons?
What I'm interested in is whether Daisy is crazy or not. And the answer to that seems to be unanimously yes, right? Oh,
I think that's why we love her.
we love her. She's crazy.
Like Princess Peach isn't crazy.
No. She's pretty buttoned up. Uh-huh.
Yeah, like imagine bringing Daisy to Isle Delfino. She wouldn't just be like, excuse me, about everything.
No. She would, you know, whoever she saw as her boyfriend that day, she would be protecting them with her life.
Well, even if it wasn't her boyfriend, I think like if she saw Mario being thrown in jail for something he didn't do, she would actually fight for him. She wouldn't just be like, objection.
Yeah,
Overruled.
no, she wouldn't go to court. She would take the law into her own hands.
Yeah, she would do something about it.
Yeah. She'd go on a crazy adventure.
Peach really just like waits to get kidnapped in that.
Yeah, it's pathetic. It's pretty bad looking duck sprite, guys. No! Here, you give
Yeah.
this a try. There's quite a delay. Like
Okay.
it's a little hard to fuck. Now
Yeah.
we've got a Daisy story. I think one day when I can fully commit myself to making an uncopyrightable thing that will instantly be disappeared from the internet 1 second after we post it. When I have the wherewithal to do that, then we'll make our amazing Daisy thing.
Well, yeah, it's as long as like you still have the vision.
Yeah. It's not going anywhere. It's preserved in ember. So yeah, I was saying earlier, it's so frightening. The majority of people, it's enough to just like basically just tell like one person about your idea and then never do it. That's like the lowest on the freak scale, like on the little freak scale.
You mean they're freaks too, but you don't respect them?
No, they're not even. They're not freaks.
Okay.
They're not freaks. They're just
What
like,
is that?
you know, maybe they're freaks about something else, but not about creative work. They don't. They don't
Okay.
have. They don't have any talent,
Yeah.
and they certainly have no drive.
I've known plenty of people like that who are making a game, but like it doesn't ever actually come out.
It's all talk. Well, games don't get made for a few reasons. So yeah, you have the guys who burn themselves out on just expressing what the idea is. Then you've got people who do have some talent and can basically make like a proof of concept. And then they will spend the rest of their lives tightening up, refining that proof of concept, and never ever turn it into anything.
Like Bob's game.
What's Bob's game?
It's a game that was in development for like forever, and I think it's just non-existent still.
Yeah, it doesn't exist.
I mean, Stardew Valley was kind of like that. There's like an image of like all the different phases the art went through. There's like 10 different sprites for every character.
Really?
Yeah.
Do any of them look better than the ones that they actually are?
I mean, the art is okay in that game.
Yeah.
I don't think it really needed to go through so many revisions.
No.
In some cases the art degrades after enough revisions.
Yeah. I always felt that Stardew had really generic looking art.
Yeah.
To the point where it kind of bothers me. Like when I see somebody whose avatar is a Stardew Valley character, that's like basically like your avatar being one of those like make your own Mad Men character avatars from like 2010.
Make your own Mad Men.
Yeah, remember that?
No.
Oh, it was like there were a whole bunch of them. Okay, let me try and think of some of them. There was Make Your Own Mad Men, and it was like these mid-century like just modern graphics, right? Then you obviously you had Make Your Own Simpsons characters. That's an evergreen. There were like those ones that are like they're like anime characters. It was like maybe around like 2011 or so. Everybody had the same like anime character. I don't remember what this shit was called. Yeah, the Mad Men are like vectory looking, exactly. Yahoo Answers avatar. Yeah. There was like there were a couple. It was usually like, it was usually like some promotion for something, and anyway, people would get those avatars and then they would just leave them that way for like the next 10 years.
Yeah. I wish I could float. That would make this better.
Yes, it absolutely would. She doesn't seem to have any talents that Mario doesn't have.
No.
Hello to the person who just said they found this Twitch through Octopus Pie. That's cool. You read the whole thing. Welcome and thanks for coming. Sorry, I'm kind of ignoring the chat tonight, guys. I'm sorry I'm sorry.
Heidi
is demanding so much of my
ignoring
attention
her.
tonight. I know. I don't know what to do about her, frankly.
There's like a video game going on here, and then like in real life there's a video game going on for Meredith,
Yes.
where she has to shoot adorable things down or up.
I have to ignore them. I have to ignore them so they stop whining, and they'll never stop.
She needs to shoo them instead of shoot them.
Yes, I need to gently shoot her away.
No. Yeah, this is no game for a princess.
No.
Jeez.
It's hard.
Like even that is a tough thing to get over.
For sure.
All right, let's just move on.
Let's just fucking move on. We got Plock.
Yeah. Let's where history. Did you test it? Is it here?
No, I didn't test it.
No.
Actually, maybe it didn't show up. I don't think I saw it in there.
That's
a problem.
Where would it be?
It would be in downloads with everything else. Keep going. There it is.
Oh, sick.
Cool.
Which one? Just top one.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so I don't know who made this game. I just know who did the music.
Parasite Eve. Yeah, that's right. Tremendous game. We played a bit of that for a while. I got to a point where you have to change the disc, and I just cannot figure out for the life of me how to do it.
So, like, this is a Super Nintendo game. And, like, it sounds really good. Like, it doesn't even sound like a Super Nintendo game. You know, we were talking a little bit about the Sony Nintendo PlayStation, and, like, the Super Nintendo already had a Sony chip, and, like, Sony, you know, they were going to make a whole system with Nintendo until they decided we don't even need Nintendo. But this is Tim and Jeff Fallon who did this music. Yeah. Night Oscar. It's just not, there's just nothing to experience if you can't hear the music. And the TV is not making music. All right, let's get to it.
Go ahead, dude.
We're gremlins from the Kremlin. Da 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 da.
We're here, we're there, we're everywhere. We're in the Nazis' hair.
And when you try to find us, we're the little men who weren't there. We're the little men who weren't there. This is kind of like Rayman, isn't it?
A little bit. A little bit. Just like a brave little guy out there. In the
A
world.
little guy with no arms. Oh wait, he does have arms, but then he like shoots his hands in a very Rayman-like way.
Yes. Yes, his body is a weapon. That, like, flower you just walked past looked like a little bit obscene.
Which?
Let me look at that again.
That?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, it looks like meat folds.
Yeah. That's skin. That's flesh.
It's flowers. They're art.
Yeah, they are. And look, it's beautiful. Give these guys all the credit. Oh, he's got a little mouth. Uh-oh. Oh, I see. So you play the game a little bit to get, like, the conflict. Oh, his flag. It's so cute.
I mean, the epic music I was expecting hasn't happened yet.
No, this is very, like, standard video game stuff for the Fallons.
Yeah. Well, you know, they probably hated working on this because they did eventually quit video games.
Right, they didn't always get to work on fucking Solstice and, like...
Where am I supposed to go? Oh, right, this thing?
You gotta raise your flag. What's going on? Oh, he's really unhappy about the flags. Yeah, it's true. We should wait for the boss music before we pass judgment. Too late. Oh my god, I hate...
Fuck off!
Oh my god,
Killing
awful.
me.
No!
Bast!
Yeah, Bast. Absolute
Oh,
Bast.
fucking
His
fuck.
terrible head.
Oh my god.
Awful.
I can't. He doesn't even stop.
No. Right, there's no pattern. You
This
you just take one on
Oh my
the
God.
chin.
This is just like fucking Star Tropics.
Relentless.
Worse.
This is awful.
Fuck! Oh, wait. Did I just like attack his head and that worked or no?
Something you did worked.
Anyway, let's move on again.
Yeah, sorry, we didn't get to hear all the Fallen music. But it doesn't sound like they were doing their most awesome work on this.
PlayStation.
Beetle should work. Just a regular Beetle.
This
I don't know. Try it out. Have fun. Okay, so I got to the people who make a proof of concept of their thing. And then they pretend to be working on the game, but all they're doing is refining that same proof of concept. And if you actually tried to play the game, you would see that like just outside the bounds of what they've been showing off, there's no game. There's absolutely no game. Those people aren't little freaks either. I mean, they are, but not in a way that has the potential to please anybody except themselves. They're selfish little freaks.
Uh-oh.
Not good.
Very naughty.
Very naughty.
You're going on the naughty list this.
That's right, because when
Why
you're...
should I deliver when you haven't? I'm on strike, just like Canada.
That's right. That's right. They're not delivering toys there either.
A dark place.
Just like Amazon, they're also on strike.
Are the Amazon workers on strike this week?
Nothing can stop
That's
them
what I've
now.
heard.
I mean, I'm sure I've seen a lot of fucking deliveries, but you mean the warehouse
They've
workers?
taken everything and reduced our people
Maybe.
to slaves.
Yeah, okay, I guess it's just it's just the warehouse workers. So where the deliverer's gonna deliver?
Yeah, the shit that was ordered last week.
They expect
But how will I get my treats? How will I get my treats sent to my door? The other day, I was driving up Green Lane, and like, you know the road I'm talking about. This road is as vertical as my hand is being right now. This road is like 45 degree angle at its flattest, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going up this road is absolutely maniacal. Like at any given hour, there is somebody blowing down this hill, making blind turns and just veering into both lanes.
Oh,
It's 2
yeah.
lanes, by the way. 2 lanes. One way and the other way. Barely enough room for anybody because it's Philly. And last like 2 or 3 nights ago, I was driving home in the dark and there was just an Amazon car parked on Green Lane, parked like this at a 45-degree angle.
My friend!
And me and everyone else are waiting behind it. Can't see what's around it.
Yeah.
And I like look over and like the Amazon people are just kind of standing on the sidewalk. And like, look, if I worked for Amazon, I wouldn't give a fuck about anything either. But they were just standing there, like waiting around, like completely unbothered.
Yeah.
And you know, I've obviously had that heavy on my mind for a few days. Because it's the thing that I think of when I think of those drivers is like,
Yeah.
those cars just stopped everywhere. Those cars stopped upside down on the bottom of a bridge. I can't get away from them. But I do need my treats delivered.
Yeah, like you can't see over them. You can't see around
No.
them. You can't peek into the oncoming lane because you'll die.
Because you'll die if you peek. And yeah, that's just like, that's life as we know it right now. They should be striking. They you know, they're barely cognizant of other drivers.
Yeah.
They're very exhausted, obviously.
Yeah, welcome to Philly. Come on.
Yeah.
It's like either people are trying to kill you or they're like asleep.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing in between. They're asleep. Like, you look at somebody and you're just like, I don't actually know that there's brain activity going on. Or they're just furiously mad at you. All right. The dog has definitely...
You muted yourself.
I know, because I'm looking for where Heidi peed, because I smell it. Alright, I don't even want to get up and find out. That's how bad it is. Folks, I got an elderly dog. She's very, very, extremely elderly. She's like when there's a cartoon that's like, and that's like the sound they make. She's basically that at this point.
She's on the floor.
Yeah, she's not a happy camper sometimes. Life's hard when you're as old as this dog is. But I would like to know where the pee is.
Okay, this is some gourmet shit.
Yeah, this looks amazing.
This is like Banjo-Kazooie level or better.
Yeah.
You know, first of all, he runs.
Yes. Yes, and
He punches.
It's got a good feel to it.
Oh, and he can do
this
that.
This water looks awesome. What can he do? Oh, yeah.
Well, helicopter.
Float. He can float like Princess.
Yes, that's what that game needed. What this game also needed.
This looks like a Telltale game. You got like that little anime fairy talking to you.
I do?
Yeah, see right there. She's down there on the bottom.
Ah.
She's your girlfriend.
Yeah, she looks just like the girl from Halo. There's like a little like wisp or whatever, but like the digital version, you know.
I mean, if this is like the late 90s, that's the girlfriend you want.
That's your girlfriend.
Yeah, I know.
She lives in your pocket.
She lives on your Hot Topic t-shirt and she pops out of the t-shirt and talks to you.
That's basically Tinkerbell, right?
Yeah.
So like she's Peter Pan's girlfriend who's jealous of every other girl.
Yeah, tries to kill every other girl, tries to sabotage their lives.
Yeah, like she drowns you in that water. She drowns you right here.
Yes. Oh yeah, I jump off this waterfall all the time. It's really fun. And Rayman loves when you do it.
Yeah, well nowadays they're all like weird about girlfriends in games.
Oh yeah.
Like,
how so?
They need it to be like the girl has more of a role. Like you can play as April O'Neil now. She kicks butt.
Yeah.
She's not a damsel, guys.
Yeah, we've talked about this. How like you can't look. I understand the desire to not make them all damsels, but you can't just make them the same thing that the Ninja Turtles are. Like, then she would be in the title.
Yeah, like Super Crazy Daisy.
Yeah, Super Crazy Daisy.
Or Daisy's Crazy Adventure.
Yeah. Well, you know. The thing is, like, when I played Ninja Turtles as a kid, I didn't pretend to be April. I was Michelangelo, you know?
Yeah. It's not like you identify as the character just because she's also a girl.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
you know, you want to be a turtle, not a girl.
Yeah, I love being a
You
turtle.
know, like when I play a game, when I get to be a girl, it's like, nice, I get to be a girl. I get to be Daisy.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, he has kids.
Don't worry, kids. I'll bring your father back. But first, I gotta go and find Lee.
He's like
She
a
likes to hang out around here.
he's like a nice older brother.
Have you seen her?
Yeah, no, right. I hate woke games. You're right. That must be what it is. Well, maybe I do. I don't know. I
Well,
just like oh, sorry, go ahead.
I mean, they try to be more sensitive about that shit now.
Yeah.
And like would probably never make a lot of these decisions, like relegating the girl character to like a, you know, just like a support role. Mm-hmm. They would want the girl to be active in some way. Like,
Right. So make a new game. Make a
Yeah.
new game instead of making Ninja Turtles with girls. I don't know.
well, they're also very overly concerned about all the messages their games are sending.
Yeah.
And you know, if critics smell blood in the water, they're gonna feast on it.
Well, yeah, but doesn't it go the other way now where you've got all these like chud guys who are going to be mad at you if your game does seem woke?
Yeah, it's going to turn away your current audience. Those chud guys who are mad.
Are mad.
The people who are mad.
The people who are always mad.
Because they're chuds. People are mad. They smelled and out for blood. People are mad. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like
Speaking of pee, I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
Can you play Rayman for a
yeah,
bit?
I'll play Rayman. Watch your step, okay? This dog was unhappy for a long time, and
I
now
see
she's
where
not.
it is.
Oh, you see where
It's
it
on
is?
the wood.
Oh, could you?
Thank you, Heidi.
Yeah, thanks, Heidi. I don't know which way I need to go. I'm just gonna go. Yeah, this game is fun to move around with. There's a lot of pleasure to just being Rayman. I feel like what Joe and I are talking about is like I'm getting like pissed off and bored just talking about it. It's so fucking stupid. I'm just like I don't even want to like be provoked into having these sort of conversations because it's just like, you know, ultimately what we're talking about is just like a complete lack of originality. That's the reason that like all we're doing is like tweaking the parameters of old shit from the 80s that of course was sexist and didn't include girls. So like, I don't know. I love the fucking Ninja Turtles, but let's move on. Like the idea that we need to like bring all of this into like the current day is just like boring and annoying to me. And I hate it. And I hate having to have an opinion about it. He's cleaning up Heidi's pee. Buddy, what's up? I gotta take care of something. Okay. Can you stop tracking it through the house? Don't move. It's okay. You shouldn't have been downstairs. Step on that. All right. Now you gotta wash your feet. Hold on. Okay, now the other one. Now the other one. Okay, go straight upstairs. Go straight upstairs. Good night. Good night.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Just go upstairs. I don't want you to come down again.
I'll try my best to stay upstairs.
No, I need Hello, everyone. So just now, I have no idea what I'm doing here. So just now, my dog pissed all over the floor, and then my son walked right through it. In case you were wondering what Mom's up to. Mom's up to just another fucking day. I feel like I already did this. Joe, help. Help, I don't know what I'm doing. That? Please save me. So as soon as you went to the bathroom, my sweet little boy marched downstairs and walked right through that piss and walked it all across the room.
Yeah, I could hear from the bathroom.
Yeah. That's the sort of thing, like, you hear it going on in the bathroom and you just stay in there for a little while.
Yeah, can I repeat some of the things I heard?
Sure.
It's like, you shouldn't have been down here.
Well, all right. He stepped in it. He's like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, it's okay, but like, I gotta clean this up. And he's like, it's not my fault. And I'm like, but you shouldn't have been down here. It's not my fault. Well, a few steps ago it was. Oh yeah, you gotta punch the cage.
Yeah, he's been interrupting us over and over.
Yeah, no, it's just one of those nights.
I have to punch the cage.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we are doing interesting, fun things down here.
It's true. No, I mean, like, if I
He's
was
like, what's up, guys?
if I was a
What are we
6-year-old,
doing?"
like, struggling to get to bed, and my mom and uncle were playing video games downstairs that I'd never seen before, yeah, I'd probably be into that too.
It's Frumple Quest.
Yeah.
King says, I congratulate you on your courage. Don't listen to him. I'm the king of the teensies.
But
No.
Yeah, I guess when in doubt, if you're lost in a game, I feel like you're supposed to get to like the highest point or something.
Uh-huh. Oh, really? Is that always true?
Well, even if it's not where you're supposed to go, you can usually see the whole level from the highest point.
Yeah, yeah.
So you can see where you're supposed to go.
That's true. I like, you could not have told me what it takes to reorient yourself in a game. I will never figure it out. I will just like meander and scream help until you take the controller away from me.
Well, yeah, I could do that too if the game is like go back the way you came, which is I'm afraid is what they're asking. Oh, they want me to get more money? Oh my God, this is just like
Annoying.
Hampton when he's like, go get more carrots.
Oh my God.
Hate him.
Da 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 da. And you're just like, you're a pig. I'm not doing shit for you. Ham.
Buster, you've got to get more carrots. But the recipe, Buster.
Wait, I was already on a quest and now I'm on a different quest. Which is it?
Spot the car. Any car.
I was just watching that. I think I downloaded it from archive.org once.
I think I taped it off of the TV once, and that was the version we watched for like many, many years.
That like the quality of that is so much higher than like the show.
Than like a single episode of that show.
Well, there might have been a few episodes of the show that looked like that, but I feel like it was really mixed bag.
Oh,
There's like
yeah.
6 studios making episodes of Tiny Toons.
Yes.
Right. It's okay. Look at me. I'm lost. As easily as you got lost and frustrated, I got lost and frustrated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And look, I had a lot on my mind. I think I did pretty good.
A lot of piss going on.
All right, let me see.
Like while you were dealing with all of that piss, I was pissing the entire time. I had to piss so badly. Like, never again. Before, I always have to piss before the show because sometimes I don't do it and I have to pee during the show. And then I'm like, I have to like excuse myself.
That's not very pro.
No.
We're gonna tighten things up in 2025. No, not very. Does Howard stop the show to pee?
Well, he has breaks, so yes.
Oh, okay, he does. All right. Well,
we
we
don't
do
have
this without
sponsors that we could send it over to.
That's true. That's very true. All right, I'm gonna try and finish a thought. So right, you've got the.
He actually sort of like makes the commercial breaks are kind of structured around his pissing schedule.
Well, he is an old man. I mean, pissing becomes more and more.
He was
important.
always old.
It was
Okay,
always structured
maybe I
around
can
his
see
shit
where
and
I need
piss.
to go. Well, yeah, that's why I did a joke about that in Papa's Gatito. I got to piddle.
Yeah,
he
got to piddle.
He always talks about his bodily functions and that sort of
All
thing.
right, so maybe we are on track. We're doing it. We're doing it like him. Apparently, Hassan goes to the bathroom every 15 minutes. That's really funny. So, okay, I want to get back to this idea of the selfish little freak. Not good. A sinful person. If
A
you're
king of sinful thoughts.
yeah, no, it actually bothers me more than the person who just gives you their idea and then walks away satisfied and doesn't ever make anything. I'm more bothered by the selfish little freak who is just going to smooth over the same 3 pixels for their entire life. And gonna try and get attention for that.
Yeah, how long can you work on the same artwork? How long can you make the same game?
It stops being the same thing.
It's like
after
you
a
could have
while.
made 3 games,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
You could have made 3 games where the art progresses with each game.
Exactly.
Instead of 3 unfinished games where the art progresses.
So what is the difference, right? What is the difference between the selfish little freak and the freak who wants more than anything else to connect with their freakishness? Like not with to themselves, to their own freakishness. I mean, they're searching for that, but they are looking to express their freakishness in a way that other people will be able to understand.
Yeah.
They want to be understood. That's the freak I'm talking about. The one who, like the ideas guy, they will only be satisfied when somebody acknowledges it, but it's not enough for them to describe it. They know it's not enough.
Yeah.
You know, like after like a small amount of experience, that it's not enough to just describe the gist of the thing to somebody and hear them be like, oh, cool. Because you know they're not really reacting to it. You know they're just being nice to you.
Yeah.
Right? Because nobody actually likes hearing about the guy's idea. Nobody would like hearing about my ideas.
No. Yeah, like you ever live with a guy who talks about how great his game is going to be?
No, but
I have more than once.
I mean, I've seen those people for sure. I mean,
It's like
they're
GTA, but realer. Like, that's the idea. Like, it's so real.
Right.
It's like more so real than any so real looking thing you've ever seen.
oh my God. Meanwhile, there are people who make a game like every couple of months. Now those are little freaks.
Yeah, like I knew a lot of people like that in like on like Newgrounds. There are people who would just make games constantly. Like it sorts all of your submissions by year, so it's just like it shows the year like 2007 or 8. There were people who made like 1 million games, and like some of them are just shitposts, but like others are like serious games. There was like the guy who made Meat Boy used to do that. He would release a game like every few months. And it was always incredible. It was always some like thing that no one thought was possible with ActionScript. Or maybe it was with like the new ActionScript. So
he's just challenging himself all the time.
Yeah. It was always like a new type of game. It was never the same thing.
Yes.
Which was cool. And like there was a lot of sponsorships for games on like Armor Games. Did a lot of games. So like you would see the logo before a lot of Flash games.
I see.
But yeah, I guess Flash games kind of got replaced by. I fucking hate this. Like,
it kind of got it got replaced by like itch games made in like Bitsy, or I mean, you know, it depends on the era. There was Twine games and Bitsy, and Pico 8 is like still pretty popular. Like there's a lot of like really easy. Oh boy, this will be less frustrating than Rayman 2.
So I watched a video by Matt Wilson.
Yes.
And they were talking about how Ubisoft was making Rayman 2 and Tonic Trouble at the same time. And Tonic Trouble is kind of like the weird like little brother of Rayman.
But why were they being made at the same time?
I don't know. I guess maybe they were trying to maybe they wanted to make this game exclusive. I don't know. There's a whole video about it if you want to see it.
I do.
But yeah, this is why I chose these games, was because Matt was talking about them. Yeah, it's weird that like he looks kind of like a ripoff of Rayman, but like he is also made by the same people. So like, did they want to just like make the ripoff before anyone else could?
Yeah, it's like they made ants to their own A Bug's Life.
They copied themselves. It's like Yzma sending something to herself.
Yeah.
That's just one of those Wicked Witch things that you like to do. Like, you make a mistake and you say, stupid me. Like, be extra disparaging. Don't say silly me. Say stupid me. Yeah, rip off yourself because that's funny.
It's funny. It's funny to rip yourself off. Yeah, I can't believe the first level of this game is just sliding.
Well, wasn't Rayman also the first level was sliding?
Was it?
Yeah, I remember sliding at the very beginning of that game.
What is going on with these games?
What is up with this guy?
It's like Mario Kart on your ass.
Oh, wait, no, he's like, what the heck? Makes you think it's okay to talk to me that way.
What's going through these guys' heads? Anyway, the reason I've been talking about Freaks is because I've been seeing a lot of like gurus giving advice about writing for video games, but I think this could apply across the board, that like when somebody is giving advice about writing, I'm just like, all right, for real though, like don't listen to this person.
Yeah.
And it's not even necessarily because that person's no good. That person might be very good at their job. but that's all it is. It's a job. And it's not like synthesizing what's in your soul for the purposes of communicating it to an audience. It's for like pleasing your boss and getting a job done.
Yeah.
And like, you know, we could all benefit from a little advice, I suppose, on how to get a job done, but how to be a writer, I really don't think you can tell anybody how to do that. And I think you can actually be thrown off the trail a little bit by these writers, because a lot of what they talk about is like how you need to be willing to make more compromises with your work.
Huh. Well, yeah, like you write the word armada. It's just the word armada. But then someone has to, like, you know, a whole art department has to make armada.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, you shouldn't actually start editing down your idea before you've written it, right?
No, I mean,
You should think about all the armadas you want if it's your idea, and then start trimming for realism for what's realistic later.
I mean, I think you should just think about what the idea needs to be. I mean, I'm not talking about like
Yes.
leading a team of 1,000 people with your writing. Like, I'm talking about writing a good story here.
Well, yeah, like you can't give somebody any like real advice for how to write their story.
No.
Like that is up to them. That part's their job.
Right. You can give people advice for how to write somebody else's story. Those people can have fun all the live long day.
This sucks.
Yeah.
It's a very rented from Blockbuster and never return it game. Not because you want it or are ever going to play it, but because you want no one else to ever play it.
Yes. Yes. Don't return this.
And Blockbuster's gone, so it doesn't matter
It doesn't
anymore.
matter. You can just keep it. Yeah, right. Plenty of people just have this game with a Blockbuster sticker on it. I don't know. I might just be irritable because I feel like so many ideas and so much effort goes into games that have like the worst stories I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like that thing they would do on like Twitter where it's like they're talking about this and then the next block is like the thing they're talking about, and it's just like terrible. Like they're talking about how to write and then you like read the writing and it's like, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's like terrible millennial writing.
Yeah.
Like the characters are like, they're like commenting on the like ridiculousness of their character.
Yes. Yeah, they're like, you're like, motherfucker looking like a and it's like, you wrote what the character looked like.
Yeah.
People are still doing that. I
Yeah.
still see that shit all
It's
the time.
my girlfriend.
It's like, oh, it's your girlfriend. She looks
Wait,
like,
this isn't even the same game. This is a different game.
but it's the same girlfriend.
It's the same girlfriend. Wait a minute.
Oh my God,
Did me
look
and
how she-
Rayman have the same girlfriend?
Oh my God, look how like she has
That's
no,
dramatic. That's drama right there.
she has no shoulders, but she's got full titties.
Well, this is making me think of like Epic Mickey, where the villain is Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. It's like, what if these two guys had the same girlfriend? Sorry,
My
I didn't even
daddy's
see what
house.
she said. I was so distracted by the fact that she looked just like the other girl.
You have to go into the lab. His efforts are a little breathy for my taste. But maybe that's what makes the game unique.
But yeah, like, Matt was saying, like, if you're really desperate for more platformers from this era, they still probably wouldn't recommend it.
Right. That this isn't even a recommendation if like if you just like want to play a shitty game.
It's like, to me, it reminds me of how I feel about Rockadoodle. Like, if you care about history, yes, go see it.
Yeah, well, right, because like if you care about like if you want to see somebody of an era taking a lot of resources and making something with it, that's what you're gonna get with Rockadoodle. A whole lot of resources used to make that.
Well, there's another example of a really competently made animation on just like the worst story.
Yeah.
It's like the shittiest writing.
Yes, right. Like we were talking about last week, like that, like one person writes a terrible script and like 5,000 people make it come to life.
And then millions of people watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like it does seem hard to write a really good script. Like, I don't personally make them in my work. I just write storyboards, which have the script like written into the storyboard panels.
Right, and then you kind of like shape it as you record the voices.
I just transcribe the lines for the voice actors. That's all I do. I don't
Right.
make like a script for the script's sake. It's not like I craft stories using scripts.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that's kind of the way to go with animation, like to write it in the storyboards, because the art is kind of working alongside the writing.
Well, but some people do scripts. You know, Matt, who we were just talking about, does scripts.
Yes, I mean Matt's cartoons are very scripted. Like it is a different style of
Mission Hill probably
humor.
was all scripts,
Oh
right?
yeah, definitely.
And like that's funny shit. Like they have control over the script.
Yes, absolutely. Good jokes.
Yeah.
But you know, if you're looking to like convey character, and atmosphere and things like that, your best bet is the board.
Yes. Because like in my mind, every single shot is like its own sketch, right? Its own completely fresh drawing of the character.
Yeah, absolutely.
Conveying a new emotion that is completely separate from all the other drawings of it.
Right. But if your project has any sort of like consistency in the art, then that doesn't really fly.
Yeah.
You have to not care about that.
Sort of, yeah. I mean, yeah, like you don't have to do a whole lot to make a character look like a character. If it's like terribly off model, people don't always notice.
No. Well, if you're the only one drawing it, then yes. If multiple people are drawing it off model, then that does start to look pretty unrecognizable.
Remember the bad pictures of BB?
Yes.
Remember how we would see like pictures of BB in the background and scream?
Yes, we would scream at the bad drawings. Like even as kids, we recognized when a drawing sucked.
Old cheap.
Old and cheap.
Like Scooby-Doo was old cheap.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you beat that level, but are you gonna like now encounter another level? Oh no, you're just gonna walk around.
This is just like an animation.
Okay.
I'm not doing this.
Why is he walking so slowly?
I don't know. It's just like Rayman. He's a slowpoke.
Slowpoke.
You know, I've been wondering, 'cause since these are little walking around guys for sure.
Oh yeah.
I've been wondering if like we're gonna get a little walking around guy game soon, like
You think
something deeply steeped in nostalgia for this period.
Yeah, right. But like people are gonna fall in love with this guy.
Yeah.
They'll never see it coming until they just love him.
Like he should just be a circle with shoes. Like if you take the legs out, then he's perfect.
Right.
It's like just hands, circle, and shoes. Even Pac-Man has like legs. He's a circle, but he has like arms and legs.
Right.
So you don't even need that. You don't even need a face. You just need sunglasses or a hat or both.
I mean, there's there's no reason to do it because there's no video game that requires you to keep the character's sprite simple.
Well, I mean, I kind of, you know, would like to see over this guy. If he was a little shorter, like if he was round, that would probably make him better.
Yeah. No, he's not cute. He's too long.
He's pretty ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
But, you know, the art in this game is all right. It's, you know, pretty comparable to Rayman, right?
Yeah.
Except maybe there's no dithering here. There's like a trail.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like when I jump, you see that? He's leaving a trail.
Yeah. Like the console is struggling.
Is that Comic Sans? Wait, no!
No!
I didn't mean to go here again.
Da, 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 da. Oh. There was one thing I forgot to complain about in the Mario movie last week.
Yes!
If I might.
Yeah.
There's a scene very early on in the movie where Mario and Luigi are like, they're trying to make it as plumbers in New York. And they get called for a job. And it's like our first job, Luigi, come on. And, you know, of course, the script says that this is going to have to go badly. But like, they show up and it's like this rich family in like this nice apartment. And they have like this little dog that looks like the dog from Up. It's like the golden retriever from Up. It looks exactly like that. And while Mario and Luigi are struggling to fix the pipes in this house, the dog is antagonizing them. And before you know it, the scene becomes entirely about this dog.
Yes.
Like, you know, that thing that you're like, you know, that Mario and Luigi are always dealing with. A dog from an Illumination movie.
A dog that looks just like the dog from Up.
Yeah.
And hates them for some reason. And it acts nothing like a dog.
No. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It doesn't even have like dog-like traits. It's just like some shit that they made up for, I guess, another movie that they dropped into this movie and made a really, really long scene out of it.
Yeah.
That was just like,
Yeah,
again,
you're right. It was all about that dog and it was really long.
Really long, right? Hooray. Let's get to the
There was
good
no way
stuff.
to exit the level, so I gave up.
Yeah. Just play a good game instead.
Yeah, I'd rather be traumatized in a good way.
Seeing that moon's face up close.
Yeah, it scarred me for life, but in the good way. I made a tweet about that, and a few people were messaging what scarred them and that they loved.
Oh yeah.
Like somebody mentioned the show Courage, the Cowardly Dog.
Uh-huh.
The like creepy guy, like Egyptian ghost who shows up and is like, return the slab.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know,
Right,
that
scary shit.
I love that shit. That was awesome.
Yeah, the pilot cartoon, the original short of Courage, I found particularly grotesque. Like the way those old people were just like barely even hanging on, you know, they're just their whole bodies were trembling. They just didn't seem like.
Wait, there.
Yeah, really, really helpless, pathetic characters.
Yeah, they're so vulnerable. It's great. They're in the middle of nowhere, so they're sitting ducks.
Yes.
To any kind of horror that might appear to them.
Yes.
It's a great like setup. And then like the fact that they kept it going for so long is great.
Yeah.
That they had ideas for this.
Yeah, they had lots of ideas. Oh man, Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I know I'm not gonna like this.
Yeah, no, he talks in the show. I did kind of like when he was mute.
Yeah. I liked when yeah, they actually had him talk less as the show went on.
Oh yeah.
They had more episodes where Courage was silent, and those were like really good.
Those are the best ones, yeah.
Yeah.
they-
Courage, you know, once in a while he says something, but I think it was excessive at first, and over time he mostly just made noises.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. John Dilworth is a freak. Totally.
Oh my god. Yeah. Like he made a cartoon called Rinky Dink. Have you seen that one?
No.
It's funny. I like it. It's like a weird little guy. It's just like a little flash doodle of a guy named Rinky Dink, and he's like a little sheet. He looks like a ghost. And like at the end of the cartoon, he meets a bunch of girls, and he tries to like meet someone, and like no, it doesn't go very well. But at the end, he meets someone that he likes, and he takes his sheet off, revealing he's like a gross, ugly guy. And then she also reveals that she's a gross, ugly girl who looks exactly the same as him, and they fall in love.
Oh man, cute.
I've been jinxed. No, I can't use my sword.
No.
But yeah, like I love that like he draws himself as like freaky, and like he makes these cartoons about like terror and like disturbing or grotesque things, like you were saying.
Yeah. You draw the thing that upsets you so much that you feel like you need to produce it in order to be all right with it. Like, I mean, I've talked about this before, how like, what's his name? I'm blanking on the director of oh my god, so cute. You can turn back into the Deku.
Yeah.
The director who made Castaway and Flight. He made 2 movies where there's like a hyper realistic plane crash, and they're both like the scariest plane crash I've ever seen in a movie.
Oh yeah. I remember.
Yeah, it's like, it's horrible. And honestly, like the best part of both of those movies
Yeah.
is just watching that plane crash. But like, you just know that he can't stop thinking in explicit detail about what it would like to be in a crashing plane,
Yeah.
and how unlikely it would be to survive that. And then he finds a way for characters to like experience firsthand the entire crash.
Yeah. You're not done. We're not gonna let you get off that easy.
No, other
This
people,
isn't
yeah.
just stop.
No, other people die right away.
Yes.
Like in Flight, I think it's called. The plane gets battered around, and one of the flight attendants just goes flying and hits the ceiling. And she's like the first to go, and then everybody starts to panic.
Oh my god.
And it just gets so much worse. And you just see the front of the plane, like the cockpit. You see like it going down into like rapidly moving clouds.
I hate this.
It's so terrible. It's so terrible. And in Castaway, it's like it happens so slowly, where they're just like, you know, flying through a storm, and they're just like, you know. It takes so long for the plane to actually go down.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing where one guy gets knocked basically to death, and you're like, oh my god, no one's going to survive this. And then Tom Hanks just barely survives within an inch of his life.
Yeah, you have to experience everything except death.
Yeah.
You experience the entire ride.
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking about the other day, what it must have been like to be on the bow of the Titanic as it sunk. Like, what do you do? Do you let go and fall to your death, or do you hold on and you get pulled down by the ship?
Well, that's exactly what James Cameron was thinking about.
Yeah.
That little freak was obsessed over the thought.
I'm obsessed with that.
Yeah.
I had a dream about that once
Yeah.
where like I was on a boat and it started sinking and it went down so fast I could feel it being
Feel like
myself
yourself
being pulled
sucking
so
down.
fast. And like I was already a skeleton.
Well, yeah, because you just want to give up. You just want to shut down your consciousness and give up, right?
Yeah.
But you can't. I love Titanic, and I love the way that scene is set up, where like the nose rises, and you've got like your Rose, right? Your Rose because
Yeah.
you don't know what to do, and Jack seems like he kind of knows what to do a little bit, and so you're listening to him, right? But like this is structured like a ride where he's just like, get on up here, get up out of here, hold on to me. All right, don't go in yet. Don't go in. Don't hold your breath yet. And like he just like instructs her on how to do it as if he fucking knows. And she's just like, they're like standing up there. She's like looking a woman in the eyes, and the woman loses her grip and falls. And you just see her tumble down. You just see people tumble down and fall into the water like with a little gloop. And like that just keeps happening as the ship keeps rising up. It's not done rising. It has to bob at the top.
Yeah. Holy shit.
And then like as it's going down, he's like, hold on. Now! And you just see Rose like, and like then she goes under, and like the camera goes under, and you just hear like people screaming, and then underwater again, like muffled screaming, and then over and under again. And you're just like in it. You're just in there with them, hearing people scream, and like gradually fewer people are screaming as they start to die.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so visceral. Yeah, they are.
If you survived that, you would have seen people dying all around you.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, including the people who are sitting in the boats. You get that experience too. You're sitting in the boats with these people, and Molly Brown, the voice of morality on this boat, is like, well, we hear them out there. Let's go get them. And everybody else is like, shut the fuck up, shut up. She's like, what's wrong with you people? Why don't we go get them? Shut the fuck up. And they all just sit there in silence and listen to them die.
But yeah, I was like thinking, like, even after you get rescued by a lifeboat, you can still freeze because you're all wet.
Yeah. No, Titanic was not released in 3D. It was re-released in 3D probably about 10 years ago.
Okay.
It's incredible. It's really good.
You know what I want? Like, while you were describing that, I was thinking about, like, there needs to be a VR game of that, where you just, like, wear the goggles and experience
Titanic,
like, sinking. You should die in this VR game.
Right. Well, yeah, it could be a game that takes place over the course of, like, however long. How long was Titanic at sea? Like 3 days?
I guess.
Yeah, like you should live on the boat for 3 days and watch a bunch of shit play out, and like, you know, do all the things that they do in the movie, like you know, go to church and sing Peril on the Sea, and like go to whatever your appointed dining room is for all of your meals, and you know, like wander the decks, go to parties and shit in steerage, and then experience the sinking in real time, which is what they basically do in the movie.
Yeah.
Right? Like they sink over the course of like 1 or 2 hours.
Wow. Yeah, well, there is a very realistic game being made about the Titanic.
Oh yeah?
I forget what it's called, but if you look that up on YouTube, there's videos of that.
Interesting. Well, what I want to know is it made by a generous freak or a selfish one? I mean, then there's also the freak with a heart of gold who will nonetheless fail their audience by not delivering.
Well, if you make a game based on the Titanic and it never comes out, then, you know, that's fitting. That was a disaster.
Right. Well, yeah, but it has to come out and then immediately get deleted by the studio that funded it.
Like,
that's the Titanic.
Like Cromword.
Concord.
Yeah.
Concord. There was another Cromword. There was another game like that a few weeks ago, I think. Another game that came out and got deleted.
No, what was it called?
I don't remember. Nobody remembers. No, but it happens. It happened again pretty recently.
That guy is Tingle's dad. Yeah, it's a perfectly cromulent game. It's a perfectly cromulent.
Cromulent fuck stick of a game.
Yeah, a cloud stick. A fuck stick and a cloud stick. Or a fuckface fun cloud stick of a game. Perfectly cromulent. Never came out $600 million later. A crater. A crater! Worse than the fucking E.T. fiasco.
Yeah.
Where are the heads rolling over this?
At least those games you could potentially play them in your home forever. This you can never play.
You can never play a game that's supposed to be like online only.
Yeah. They just delete it.
A cromulent fuck stick.
Oh my god. Oh, we are almost at the end of the night already.
There's too many games like it. I don't even know what they're called anymore. It's just like there's so many like MMO that like raised millions of dollars from Kickstarter that just never materialized.
I wonder what was it X Defiant? It might have been. I wonder what the Titanic cost in terms of modern day money.
Oh man, I don't know. How much does a giant boat cost?
I mean, I think it would cost billions today.
Is it really billions?
To build a ship?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Probably not billions. Maybe like 500 million.
To build a ship as big as the Titanic, which is not very big by today's standards.
Well, yeah, maybe they spent $1 billion on it. Like, what was the idea that it would make back what it costs to build?
Well, I think the owners were being very hubristic about it and not even thinking about how it would make back the money.
Just that it was the biggest ship they'd ever made.
Yes, and that would be its claim to fame, is that nobody had ever made anything like that. Everybody would want to sail on the Titanic.
Yeah.
But yeah, the thing is, like, a video game would have to cost millions of dollars to make, and then everyone who made it, or like everybody who played who played it at release died.
Yeah.
Like they all died horribly while playing it. Then it would be like the
1,500 of them. They all just like sank. Well, you know, what I've seen of the game is already you could say if it doesn't actually come out, you could say they still made a very, very impressive lifelike 3D model of the Titanic, which is also pretty cool. And you know, there's even a simulation of it sinking. I feel like that's all you really need from a Titanic game, right? A realistic interpretation or a realistic portrayal of what the sinking was like in this beautiful ornate ship.
Yes. Right, because that's all you want to know. That's all you want to know is what it was like when that ship was sinking.
Time is real in this game.
Yeah, time is real.
Well, sort of.
It's real enough to stress me the fuck out.
Yeah, it's real enough to remind you of time passing in real life.
Yeah, I don't want that.
It's the same time
I
that
like
passes in fake life.
I like to sit and listen to a song play in a video game and watch like nothing happen for like 45 minutes.
Like me going into all of these buds for no reason.
Yes. We're coming to the end of the night. Anything you want to talk about before we call it?
Yeah. Let's see if I wrote anything down. Let's see. There was some talk of, like that PS1 graphic style is cool, and like we gotta like get like a Jack Nicholson in that style.
I would very much like that too. I like just putting that flat face on top of a low poly head. I feel like there would be a mod of that by now, right? Like a drill version of Doom.
Well, yeah, then you wouldn't even need a 3D model. You just need that texture of his face. What is that picture of Jack Nicholson from?
That's a good question. One of those questions I don't want the answer to. I feel like it's been very distorted. Like the picture you're looking at has been modified from like any photo you might find, because I never see that photo anywhere.
Yeah.
It was probably something that Drill found somewhere, like you would think by now you would have seen like the high res version of that picture somewhere, but I never have.
Yeah. Well, Jack Nicholson is just so funny. Like just his face.
It's just, yeah. No, he has like the greatest face. His face is so great now, and it used to be great, and it's always been great. I wanted to say, you know how you'll be like shutting down Windows, and it'll be like, these programs are preventing you from shutting down, and like even while it's saying that, some of them are like turning off too. Like you're just like, no, you're not. It like reminds me of when my son is like standing in a doorway with his legs spread out to like where he's like, you can't go through here. I'm preventing you.
A program is preventing you from, and then it like disappears anyway.
Yeah, because you just walk past your kid, and they're like, hey, and you just walk past.
Oh no, I'm trapped. Help.
Gabby thinks that picture is from As Good As It Gets, which sounds pretty accurate, like era accurate, right? Because he's bald and he looks kind of
movie. I was trying to find the movie with, wait, what's it about? Is it about like Jack Nicholson like driving a motorhome?
No, I think you're thinking of About Schmidt.
Okay.
Which is from like a few years later. As Good As It Gets is where he's like holding a dog up to his face.
Okay,
right?
I've definitely never seen that.
Okay.
It's one of those movies you have to think is good, isn't it?
It's definitely like during an age when, Jack Nicholson was done making good movies. Like,
oh yeah.
I don't know. Maybe people love As Good As It Gets. But yeah, you're right. It's like one of those movies you had to think is good in like 1998.
Yeah, that one missed me. Should I go see it, or is it not worth it?
No, if you can turn back time and watch it like on a Carnival cruise, then you're good to go. Otherwise,
Okay.
don't try and watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched like K-Pax on a cruise.
Yes, that's a good movie to watch on a cruise. What's a good movie to watch on a cruise? Let's see.
We watched Ants on a cruise.
Yes, Ants is a great movie to watch on a cruise. That's why we watched it.
I would love if they did a sequel to Ants that took place on a cruise. Called it Ants on a Cruise.
Yeah, I know.
Where the fuck am I going anyway? I'm just a little guy. A little walking around guy. Oh yeah. I guess just walking around and being a little walking around guy led me to where I needed to be.
So would the cruise have have humans on it, but the ants have like their own parallel world on the cruise.
Yeah, like you don't really notice the ants, and if any of the humans noticed ants, they'd be like, ew, ants.
Yeah, right, because there's no outside world.
I'm telling you, there's a better place. And like the
Yeah.
same plot, but it takes place on a cruise ship instead.
The best cruise movies are Titanic and Poseidon Adventure. Well, those are the movies you watch like 2 weeks before you go on the cruise, right? Once you get on the cruise, you're watching nothing but bad movies that are on like, you know, the channel that the cruise ship is feeding to you. In 1998, when I went on a cruise.
Yeah, they're probably not showing Titanic, are they?
I mean, in 97 maybe, yeah. But it's kind of bad luck, right?
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
A night to remember.
Not something you want to be thinking about while on the cruise.
No, probably not.
But it's also so romantic. Imagine how romantic it would be if you and your loved one.
If you met your boyfriend on the cruise, yeah. Sounds great. And then he dies so that you can live. It's like perfect romance.
Yes. Yes, that's what you hope happens on this cruise.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to take this guy back to your life with you.
You don't want to get seasick. You just want to die in the Titanic so he can live, or vice versa. Hopefully
Yes.
the opposite.
Yeah, I mean, you know, both are great. Both are awesome.
Oh, the wicked knows out.
Get out.
The wicked now. So next week, next Wednesday is Christmas, guys. So spend it with your family. Don't come watch Thingus. There won't be any Thingus on Christmas. But what do you think about doing a broadcast on Boxing Day?
On Thursday?
On Thursday. Want to do that?
We could do a Thingus Thursday.
Thingus Thursday. What do we think? What do we think? That could work. That could work. I think so. When we're all done with our prez. I'm bored of every last prez. Thingers Day. Thingus boxing match. Yeah, no, this sounds great. This sounds great. We'll have fun. We'll have fun in 8 days. I mean, we'll be having fun in 7 days, and I hope you all will too. Did you know that Christmas and Hanukkah begin on the same day this year?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
Begins on the 25th?
Yeah. So come on over on Wednesday night.
Wow.
We'll have fun.
The planets are aligned ever so nicely.
Ever so nicely. Yeah, we'll come over and we'll watch Hercules.
I know. You know.
I got the concept.
He's a guy.
I feel like that needs to be said on every episode.
I need a button that says it.
Yeah, I know, you really do. He's a guy. All right. Are we going to call it a night?
Sure, yeah. Wait, where's the bird? There's usually a bird you can hit and save the game.
Where's the bird?
We'll find the bird.
Well, I hope everyone has a great Christmas and first night of Hanukkah and whatever else you celebrate. What else do you celebrate? Let's all have a good one of those. And we'll see you then. Well, we'll see you after that. Don't come back on Wednesday. We'll see you on Thursday. Bye.